Welcome into the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas for the final regular season game of the MASL2 2022-2023 season for both the Wichita Wings and the Kansas Bandits. Bandits currently being announced, bringing a lot of youth up this afternoon and looking forward to building towards next year as the Bandits, while on a totally different trajectory is the Wichita Wings, who are preparing 1 week away, have already qualified for the MASL2 finals in Mesquite, Texas on Friday. So this is just a 2.5-hour trek for the Wichita Wings to get in a tune-up match. The Wings today, however, are traveling and playing without three major pieces in this group. Defenders who need to get some rest ahead of next week. Daniel Sack, Taylor Henry, and the Englishman Kieran Laking. Kieran Laking stayed behind in Wichita, but Henry and Sack did travel with the team. Dressing today for Wichita, still a full roster, and both goalkeepers of Parrott descent, Aaron Parrott and Taylor Parrott. Again, this game is a 3 p.m. kickoff. Right around that time, we appear to be on schedule. Jorge Magana, Brian Otten, and Nick Guerrera as the officials, and we're going to pause for a moment for the national anthem. Well, just a minute or two here away from kickoff. Starting for the Wichita Wings in goal is Aaron Parrott, alongside Guy Oliveira, who's moved to defense, David Lucio, Kevin Tenike, Jared Robbins, and the youngster Junior Quezada. Dressing as a backup keeper today, Taylor Parrott. Coming off the bench is Matt Sherrod, Branson Felty, Juan Zamora, Max Shea, Roger Downing, Luis Dantas, Futa Kubo, and Colin Lauder. That's the Wichita Wings lineup for this afternoon. The Kansas Bandits in goal, as usual, Freddie Gomez, Diego Olivares, Mario Martinez, Tony Delatorre, Omar Estrada, and Andrew Delatorre. As Kevin Tenike and Diego Olivares meet at midfield and sort out possession of the ball. On the bench, Brian Gonzalez, Greg Hernandez, Chris Veliz, Sebastian Marquez, Juan Herrera, Angel De La Cruz, and Brandon Castillo. The Kansas Bandits are coached by Isaias Delatorre and assisted by Jaime Gonzalez. It's the Bandits' last game of the season, have been in a lot of close games, came up just short a few times late in games against teams such as the Amarillo Bombers, took the Wings to the end a few times, gradually got better after losing 7-1 in their inaugural match here at the United Wireless Center, and for that matter, in the MASL. First indoor match for many of those players, and they've progressively got better. This player pool becomes more and more dangerous as they go. We're underway. Junior Quezada in the corner, and that ball put across. saved by Gomez. And both teams, you know, it'll certainly be a good exercise, and the Bandits want to finish the season on a good note. The Wings don't want to take a poor effort into the postseason, but really, both teams really with nothing to be decided out of this match other than Wichita needing a result in order to put pressure on Amarillo. Had Amarillo had lost yesterday in Colorado, which they did not, and they won that final game and pushed themselves to a position now the Amarillo Bombers could finish first actually in the league, pending the result between the RGV Barracudas and Chihuahua Savage that's taking place in Rio Grande Valley this evening at 7 p.m. That match has big implications, and should Chihuahua win, they would tie and it would go to a goal differential after points, with Amarillo and Chihuahua would need to make up some goal differential this afternoon and evening in South Texas in order to push that. But looking more and more like we could potentially see early on a matchup of the Chihuahua Savage and the Wichita Wings in the first round of that playoff, and how enticing and appetizing that would be after the season was headed in that direction in 2019-2020 before COVID shut down. Chihuahua awarded the title when the season had to be shut down, but the Wings taking them to overtime, and clearly the best competition for Chihuahua in that season. RGV, though, no slouch of their own. Ultimately, RGV was fantastic last year in the MASL2, beating Wichita, beating Amarillo Bombers, and dispatching the majority of teams they played before being eliminated down the stretch, and us seeing the San Diego Sockers too win the MASL2 championship. This Junior Quezada with the shot off his left foot, blocked away by Estrada. That's a goal for Wichita. Wichita finds the back of the net early in this one. 12 minutes, 47 seconds still to play in the first quarter, and the Wichita Wings take a 1-goal lead. Already in this match, off the boot of Junior Quezada, who, you know, shifting from left to right, in that kind of range is going to always be lethal, and he puts that thing low and away where it's difficult for Gomez not only to see it but to get to it, and Junior Quezada has notched his first goal of the evening. As Luis Dantes recycles through Colin Lauder, Wichita being very patient. They found the target man, Luis Dantes running off of Jared Robbins. Lauder fighting for the ball against the wall, and this is collected by Luis again. Dantes pokes that away from Estrada. It's Greg Hernandez pressuring Kevin Tenike, and Wichita looks to reset. The ball was running, maybe intended for Jared Robbins, but the work rate of Luis Dantes, he comes over and cleans that up and gets himself a substitute. Back comes Junior Quezada, and he's going to help pressure after an errant touch from David Lucio down the boards. They win it back, but Greg Hernandez has it, and he's possessing side to side. Sebastian Marquez, patient to allow for a substitution. Marquez injured early in this year and really didn't get to play that much for the Bandits, so while a lot of their players are now, you know, in the double figures of match time and experience, he's only on game 3 or 4 after being injured in that first game of the year from an ankle. Tony De La Torre, the leading scorer, dispossessed by David Lucio, fighting back and forth. Lucio looks up, asks for the foul, and that's a good battle between two Fort Hays State University products. David Lucio, a few years older than Tony De La Torre. Tony here pictured his recent graduate last year from Fort Hays State University just up the road, and they're one of the top NCAA D2 college soccer men's programs in the country year after year. And they do a good job of recruiting Western Kansas, Southwestern Kansas, and also Wichita, with David Lucio, the Wichita native, playing there, and also the Dodge City native, Tony De La Torre. Lucio and Marquez. Marquez looks to recycle, and he does. He goes back to Gomez. Bandits will reset. Gomez finds Oliveira's errant touch and ball's up in the air. It's bouncing, and that's a fantastic turns there from Chris Veliz. Quezada over with the slide. It looked like Parrott may have been over the line there, and certainly Veliz asking for that. He tried to keep the ball in the box, although his body went out. No, it's not the position of your feet. It is the position of the ball. The referees are nearby, and they say no thanks. Shot from Lucio, saved by Gomez. That sparks a 3v2 counterattack for De La Torre, but Luis Dantes flying down the other side in order to stop the 3-on-2 counterattack, make it 3v3, and that's cleaned up by Colin Lauder. 3v1 the other way if he can release. He does, finds Felty. Felty now, still 3v2. Overlapped by Lauder. Felty lays to Lauder. Lauder, touch. What a save at first by Gomez, but Lauder still trickles in, and a good counterattack from the Wichita Wings. Branson Felty to Colin Lauder, and you have to attribute some of that to the recovery time of Luis Dantes on the backside as he tracks all the way back in order to make that 3v2 for the Bandits at 3v3. Lauder dispossesses the Bandits, and he's able to counter, and the Bandits see another early goal conceded. Good layoff from Felty. And that ball hit off the board, saved by Gomez, and goes in, almost an own goal, but we won't mark that one against Freddie because it was a shot on frame that was just mishandled a little bit. It's an intentional clearance, so Wichita is going to bring on their free kick unit, which was already on with the exception of David Lucio. Off goes Max Shea, on comes David Lucio. Kevin Tenike to the left, Junior Quezada to the right, Guy Oliveira, Jared Robbins, and David Lucio both on each post. Overlapping, Quezada, shot, blocked away by Andrew De La Torre. Lucio against Andrew De La Torre in the corner. Lucio patient, probing, looking for the left foot. He's found it. Shot blocked by De La Torre. Great block from Andrew De La Torre. He's done a ton of that this season. He's had a great rookie campaign in the MASL and has become a stalwart defender for this Kansas Bandits team. Estrada tries to poke that one past Parrott, just misses a little bit of the ball. There's a bit of a push from behind just to knock him off balance a little bit from Hernandez. Andrew De La Torre comes in kind of hard against Luis Dantes, puts Luis Dantes into the boards. Maybe a tad bit embellished, but a 2-minute penalty to Andrew De La Torre, and then a warning to number 13, Omar Estrada. And the Bandits fans, PA announcer alike disagree with the 2-minute penalty, and I venture to say Luis Dantes admittingly embellished that one just a little bit. Same as the free kick unit. David Lucio down low, pushes back to Oliveira. Oliveira and Tenike. To the left is Junior Quezada. In the middle of that power play unit is Jared Robbins. First penalty of the day. Wings power play. Robbins puts it off the wall. Backside Quezada. Volley, first time he hits it over. Back to Guy, they recycle. Kevin Tenike back on the ball. Out in front is Diego Oliveras. The Bandits defending in a diamond. Shot wide from Guy. Back to Quezada. Junior relaxes, plays Tenike, back to Guy. Guy on his left foot, shot, blocked away again. Freddie Gomez with a good save for the Bandits. Now Oliveira. Good block there from De La Torre too, and he thinks he can start a bit of a short-handed counterattack, and he's done that. Oliveira looks like he's going to chase, but instead he's going to tuck back in, and the Bandits have killed just about 1 minute of this Wichita Wings power play. Good penalty kill unit on for the Bandits right now, led up top by Diego Oliveras, who has the speed to get out and counter, and he's shown that time and time again this season. Quezada lays it across Lucio. Lucio finesse to the back post, blocked away. That's going to go out for a corner kick, and that's going to be our first media timeout of the day, folks. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back in 60 seconds.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
Welcome back to the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. Wichita Wings on a power play up 2-0 with 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. 1 minute left in the penalty, just about 50 seconds actually. Bounce back from Robbins to Guy Oliveira. Oliveira to Tenike. Wichita very patient, looking for an opportunity. I say that until it hits the youngster, Junior Quezada, and he impatiently hits the ball forward and deflected and starts a counterattack where Tenike has to go back and track the before-mentioned Diego Olivares. Olivares shot off the boards, flicked back. He asked for a self-pass. The referee says no more of a deflection. Junior out and running, headed back to Gomez, and the Bandits have done a really great job of wasting away important minutes to Wichita in this power play. Wichita not very good in the power play unit right now, and another chance to score shorthanded for the Bandits. Bandits keeping the ball well. Looks like they're going to kill this penalty. They have. On comes Andrew Delatorre, and both teams are full strength. Great job from the Bandits getting back to full strength and limiting Wichita with a great opportunity for Wichita to go up 3-0. Bandits kill that off. Delatorre now on the ball. Plays Andrew Delatorre. Has quite the battle going on right now against David Lucio. That was him 1v1 against Lucio. The two Fort Hays University products enjoy a battle this afternoon. Tenike holding it up long enough to get a substitution in. Tries to play it up the line. Did his job just long enough to allow Wichita to have a substitution. Tenike turns to Parrott and says, hey, why didn't you pick up the first ball and let me open up? That way we could save ourselves the headache of Tenike just having to lump it up the line. But Felty misses a very clear chance there. Now Downing in with his first minutes. He opts to play Parrott. That's going to be Parrott's only touch in this possession, as the goalkeepers are only allowed to use their feet once in possession in the defensive half of the field in the MASL. They have to come across half field, very much like futsal, if you will. Felty dispossessed Veliz. Lauder on the ball. This is going to pop out to Max Shea. Has it go. Blocked away. Good block there from Herrera. It turns his back, but gets big enough and closes the angle. So Gomez doesn't have to do the late work where he couldn't see. This ball bounced across to Lauder. The 1v1 against Marquez. Plays it off the board, spins off. Juan Zamora with target plays, holding up the ball. Overlap from Shea. Zamora off the bar. And Luis Dantes now gets back on it, recycles to Roger Downing, and Wichita trying to slow down the tempo in this game. Little scissor there from Max Shea as he's looking for an opening. Fancied his left foot to go across goal. Didn't have the opportunity present itself, so he recycled. And now Dantes with the strike, coming back on an assist from Juan Zamora. Luis Dantes smashes one from above the arc. Top shelf. My friend Johnny Freedom, he couldn't be here this afternoon. He's not feeling good, but Johnny, that one was up there where Grandma keeps the cookies. Not assisted by Zamora on the replay as I watch it. It was a block by Marquez and bounces back, and Dantes gets every bit that he wanted of that one. Gomez stuck standing. All he could do was watch over his right shoulder as Dantes finds that top shelf. Wichita in full control so far. 4 minutes left. Few opportunities. Surprisingly, even shorthanded opportunities for the Bandits. There's going to be the first foul against Lucio. Commits that foul against Angel De La Cruz. Mario Martinez Dangerous player for the Bandits. He's been involved in a lot of offensive opportunities over this season for the Bandits, and that was him. He brought that ball down and turned and played it. Here's Greg Hernandez. He's going to get fouled deep in the corner. Asked for a 2-minute penalty, doesn't get it. Good work from Greg Hernandez. Now Mario Martinez on the ball, and the Bandits look to get a set play. They're running in Andrew De La Torre. This ball laid back to Tony De La Torre, blocked away by Lucio. Greg Hernandez, another foul. That's the second consecutive foul. Sorry, the third consecutive foul called against the Wings, 2 against David Lucio, and he knows that's not a good foul. Being 4 fouls and a half puts you on a 2-minute penalty, and Lucio picks up 2 in the first quarter, both unnecessary fouls. Good block there from Junior Quezada. Mario Martinez had probed and got in behind him, and there he is again, a little 1-2 with Andrew De La Torre. Pushed him behind. Lucio's going to have some space, closed by Oliveras. He's taken away the left foot, but Lucio fouled behind the play, and he goes down. Fouled by Oliveras. Wanted to get back to that left foot. Pushes it by, and Oliveras just in a place where takes maybe a necessary foul. Luis Dantes back in, flying around. He's been really active so far today. Has a goal to notch for his effort. There's a flick on. Tries to find the target, but the ball bounces slowly and dispossessed before it gets to Branson Felty. Now Dantas turning. 1v1 against Marquez. Hold up and recycles to Downey. Downing dispossessed by Oliveras. Sebastian Marquez on the inside. They try to find him, but Downing up to the task, and he comes back in and breaks that up to make up for the mistake. Omar Strada on the ball. Juan Herrera. That's Luis Dantes, although he's clearly learning the indoor game, and less than 10 games under his belt, dealt with an injury here in his rookie season for Wichita, just a little bit, but obviously we're told, and you can see it, that the energy level, the IQ coming along, the thought, how quick you have to think in the indoor game and the nuances, but this one's going to be played off the boards probably, and attempted there by Zamora. Quezada in a great running position, and that's a huge save from Gomez, because if he doesn't, Quezada, who's dancing, rolling, maridoning in the box, probably gets an easier one on the other opportunity, but good save there by Gomez, 2 in a row. Oliveras, Veliz. Good ball from Chris Veliz. He's found Tony De La Torre. Tony on the other side, shot, saved by Aaron Parrott. Great save from Aaron Parrott. Ball switched by Guy Oliveira. This is Max Shea. Some composure there from Shea as he goes backwards and looks to get a substitution. That ball releases down the line, releases Guy Oliveira, but it's a long run and he's dispossessed. Lucio. Great ball across from Lucio. Guy was just headed to the back post, and the pass behind. So Guy's going to say he wanted it in front. Lucio's going to say I needed a little bit better spacing from you. But Wichita probing and has missed 2 opportunities that were really good goal-scoring opportunities. Second post tap-ins, those are always the ones you want. See Tony De La Torre there getting forward as well and having a look. He's the most dangerous scorer statistically this season for the Bandits. Martinez gets in behind, shot, goal! Great strike from Martinez. Mario Martinez Goes 1v1, sees Wichita defenders diving, and tucks that thing across goal, beats Aaron Parrott to his right. The Bandits have got on the board right before the end of the quarter with just 2.3 seconds left in the first period, and massively important for the Bandits to stick around in this game to pull one back. Great work from the Bandits not to give up and see that quarter out. This can be a shot from Branson Felty. He strikes it pretty well, but just high. We'll be right back with you after this brief commercial break for the second quarter.
'22 Mirage starting at $15,975.
Buyfromfamily.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Welcome back to United Wireless Arena in Dodge City. After the first quarter of action, the Wichita Wings lead 3-1, and it's a couple highlights here in this first quarter. And you see there Mario Martinez as he's dancing with the ball and takes a shot across the face of Aaron Parrott, beats him near post. That thing well placed, but finesse finish from Martinez to draw the Bandits back within 2. Gomez had to come up with a handful of saves that were fairly point blank, but maybe more of the story is some of the blocks, 3 or 4 blocks taken by this Bandits team in front of him. And we don't know what would have happened, but the ones that weren't blocked, you saw with so many players in front of him, the banger of a goal off the boot of Luis Dantas that went up top above Freddie Gomez. Some important blocks there to keep the Bandits within striking distance. Downing heads this one back into play. Lauder pressuring Chris Veliz. It's a good decision there from Dantes to just play the way he faces and recycle this. Find a veteran and somebody that understands the game as a coach, in fact, is Roger Downing. Is getting minutes as a defender this evening for Wichita, with the likes of Daniel Sack, Taylor Henry, and Kieran Laking not dressing for the Wichita Wings. Shot from Zamora blocked away. Downing finds Lucio. Wichita back to the pace they want to play at. Lucio pushes that one around, but he's almost dispossessed. He puts it into the boards and rolls off Gomez. Bounces outside the line. Nobody really knows what to do there, but the answer obviously to clear it if Freddie Gomez couldn't hold on to it. Dela Cruz. Good tackle from Guy Oliveira. Guy goes down. It's going to be a foul against Angel Dela Cruz. Junior Quezada overlapping Max Shea, and he puts that ball to the second post, looking for something a little unorthodox for the indoor game. You don't always see. Of course, Junior's a rookie. Jared turns and laughs and says, "Hey, man, what are you thinking?" But he puts that, tries to find the head of Jared Robbins on a full run. It looks as if he's looking for an outdoor soccer goal, and Jared says, "Hey, it's fine if you just put this thing on the ground on the second post or have a shot across goal." they get a laugh out of it and move on. Junior rookies had a fantastic rookie season. That ball put across, a little bit tricky from Guy Oliveira, looks away and plays that straight across the face of the goal, but cleared by Andrew Delatorre before it can reach the big boot of Jared Robbins. Shea finds the 1v1. It's a great tackle from Greg Hernandez. Mario Martinez out and running. Hernandez holds on to it. Plays it just a bit late. Fantastic effort from Martinez, though, as Tenike gets a touch on the cross from Hernandez, and it goes up over the top of the bar and bounces back off the glass. Continued effort from Martinez. He heads it over Parrott, but doesn't have any power to get on it. Parrott makes that save. There's a foul against Junior Quezada, and I'm guessing a 2-minute penalty, and it is. The referees are going to their books. That's a tough foul there, and unintentional probably, as they just kind of got caught up, and Mario Martinez tries to reach around Junior. The Junior lands on that left hip. There's some padding under that turf, but after that it's concrete. It doesn't feel too great. Wichita now with their power play unit. Quezada's okay. Martinez headed to the sin bin. Now we're going to have Sebastian Marquez, Andrew Delatorre, Tony Delatorre, and of course Diego Oliveras at the top of that power play unit, or penalty kill unit, where the Wichita Wings power play unit's going to have a free kick opportunity to start. Kevin Tenike, Guy Oliveira, David Lucio, Jared Robbins, and Junior Quezada, the somewhat usual suspects today for Wichita in free kick and power play situations. Ball across to Quezada. He tries to beat him near post, just misses. Back to Lucio. Guy. Lucio. Tenike as they skip side to side. Back to Guy Oliveira. Down low to Lucio. Off the boards, Robin. Robin swings and misses. Great ball from David Lucio. Flicked back across from Junior into Robin. Puts it in the air and dispossessed. Junior Quezada fouls Sebastian Marquez. They're broken up. The Bandits a little bit stretched here, even though they're on the penalty kill. Oliveras and Delatorre are gonna have to do a lot of work to get back. Quezada probably needed to play that ball a little bit earlier into Lucio. Bandits recover, and Wichita will go back to their power play. Strike from Tenike. Great block from Delatorre. One of those from off the boot of Kevin Tenike. Certainly going to feel that one tomorrow as he grimaces in pain. Just enough to say, oh, forget about it and move on. But Tenike jogs back to the point. He's distributing the ball side to side. Guy skips to Junior. Junior, another one in the air. Robbins says that'll be enough. From the bench there, Taylor Henry and Daniel Sachs, some of the most vocal they're the typical veterans of the Wichita Wings that are taking the night off, and they're over there encouraging Junior to keep the ball on the ground. Interesting to hear the perspective from them. It was obviously politely said to the rookie, but nevertheless, Junior gets the point. Wichita hits that over the bar. And this penalty's almost killed as well. Quezada versus Dela Cruz. Seconds left in the power play. 3, 2, 1. It's expired, and both teams are at full strength. Lauder on the ball. Swings to Junior. 2v1 opportunity again. Greg Hernandez and Mario Martinez. Ball out just in front of Martinez. He's going to have a chance to turn. Beats Lucio. Tries to poke it across to Dela Cruz. Blocked away by Parrott. Blocked away by Zamora. And then Andrew Delatorre up for a header. He's found Mario Martinez, and Martinez still on the ball. Lucio's been sprung by Junior Quezada. Lucio sees Zamora on the backside, tries to poke it off the wall and find him, but well played from Diego Olivares, who just gets a touch last second on that, interrupts David Lucio's service. Shot off the wall by Olivares. Bandits settling into this game, starting to probe and get better and better looks. Good counterattacking opportunities as Wichita was trying to bring in new substitutions after that long power play. Now the second time they've been on one where they ended up keeping possession at the end of the power play, and that shift became 2.5, nearly 3 minutes for some of those guys. We'll see how long it takes them to recover, but expect Wichita to get a little deeper into their bench for the next shift or so. Parrott has to look deep. Played long, but Sebastian Marquez on top of his game and heads that back. De La Torre now. Marquez, Freddie Gomez, De La Torre. And the Bandits have broken the Wichita Wings high press. Well held up from Chris Feliz. He misses off the wall. The run from Tony De La Torre, who's joining him. But a great idea, and one that you probably only have with that kind of finesse after becoming comfortable with the indoor game. So again, not to continue to say it, but the Bandits looking more and more comfortable playing this indoor game. And you just have to wonder what next year, with the year of recruitment and development, may bring for this franchise. Ball hit across goal to Luis Dantas, put out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner kick for Wichita. Dantas to Tenaik. Wings again showing extremely patient play. Oh, the curse of the announcer. Max Shea with an errant touch to Sebastian Marquez wins it back, but the opposite of patient for a moment, and there's the patience we expect. Max also a rookie here in his rookie season, had been in the Wings player pool before, but hadn't actually been in the roster, and this year getting those minutes at the young age of 19 years old, but had a fantastic season so far. A lot of promise for him in the future as well.
Still going.
Andrew De La Torre. Bandits equally patient in a strike. Little fingertip touch from Parrott. Parrott pushes it off the post, and that's it. Pushed away. Great save from Aaron Parrott, but great strike and good look from the Park University graduate out of Kansas City, born and raised here in Dodge City, Kansas, Andrew De La Torre. Matt Sheridan to the match, trying to run off Juan Zamora, but Zamora plays it behind Matt. Now Lauder, shot. Tries to put it across goal. That's collected by Zamora. It takes him too long to get the shot off, and now he's counter-pressing and has done well to win this ball. It's going to be a foul against Greg Hernandez. Sticks his foot back and trips up Juan Zamora. Lucio, shot across goal, kick save from Freddie Gomez. Lauder back to Sherrod, great ball in from Matt. Lucio with a brilliant dummy run over the top to leave it for Zamora. Zamora just a little bit surprised by that. But the clearance is a deflection off of Wichita and goes out. This is going to be the under-8 media timeout for the second quarter. Wichita leads 3-1 in the MASL 2 at the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. We'll be back in a few minutes.
We have nothing to hide.
Buy from family.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And welcome back here at the United Wireless Arena, the final regular season Major Arena Soccer League 2 action for the Wichita Wings and the Kansas Bandits. Won't be the last action of the season for Wichita. Wichita's headed to the postseason on Friday, still waiting for the league announcement of the semifinal matchup, but Wichita has advanced to the league playoff round, where the 3 conference winners in the 1 wild card spot will meet and sort out the rest of the details and who gets the hardware in Mesquite, Texas, home of the Mesquite Outlaws. Right now, we do know those 4 teams. It is the Amarillo Bombers winning the Midwest Conference, the Iowa Raptors winning the East. They're based out of Iowa City and Cedar Rapids area. And then, of course, the Chihuahua Savage will win the West. And they're playing this evening against the RGV Barracudas to decide who's actually going to win the Supporters Shield and win the conference and have their go at who they want their opponent to be. And that's Amarillo or Chihuahua in that situation. Should it become Amarillo, I'm guessing Amarillo may not want to pick the Wichita Wings, and they may not want to pick the Chihuahua Savage. The Iowa Raptors have a great group of youth mixed with experienced Major Arena Soccer League professional players mixed in there with obviously a M1 ownership group, so a team that had been in the Major Arena Soccer League with that ownership group, players that have played there, and obviously the Chihuahua Savage, who now still are owners in that league. And then, of course, you've got the Wichita Wings, one of the most iconic brands in the history of indoor soccer, one of the best fan bases, if not the best, with thousands of people come out every night at any level to watch the Wichita Wings, and a team that's thriving and continually 4 seasons they've been back and 4 seasons they made the postseason. And this one, that 4th year. Wichita, with their experience and an opportunity to look at a team and recruit long enough their proper roster out of their player pool into training plans of that 16-player roster that will travel this Friday to Mesquite, Texas. You gotta like the Wichita Wings' chances in Mesquite, but there's so much talent level between those teams. Amarillo has just been growing and growing, has a great roster. They've earned every bit of what they got. This is the first year that they finished in the conference table above Wichita. Of course, Wichita sneaking in with that wild card berth and tied with Amarillo for most of the year in points, but dropped 2 of the 3 head-to-head games to Amarillo. Now those games, sure, 1-goal games or nearly in overtime, tied late, could have, should have, would have, but Amarillo stayed with it and came through with those results, and now opportunity to win the Supporters Shield. Wichita just happy to make it into the postseason, and that playoff being only 5.5 hours from Wichita, Wichita does expect a bit of a fan base to travel there. So that'll be interesting to see how many of you fans out there that are watching this now or that may later join your team in Texas Friday and Saturday in Mesquite, Texas. Information on that can be found on the Wichita Wings website as well, I'm told, and you can sign up and register for tickets in the Wings supporters section. $20 for Friday and $30 for an all-weekend pass, which would cover 4 games. 2, of course, would be the Wichita Wings. Semifinals on Friday. Winners advance to the final, in a consolation match while the teams are there will be played Saturday. So 2 games both days, noon and 2, 3 o'clock, depending on when that first game finishes up, should there be overtime or shootouts or what have you. Quezada, ball laid back very calmly from Lauder, dispossessed in front of Tenike as Oliveras, and Oliveras just stumbling. Lauder with the risky pass back to Tenike and puts Kevin Tenike in a bad situation. Veteran recovers really well, just enough to put pressure on Oliveras. Shifty and creative speed, timing from Diego Oliveras has made him a standout this year in the MASL 2. And here he is on the ball now, turning, looking to attack 1v1. He's got Downing. He's joined on the other side by Veliz. Likes Veliz, lays it off. Veliz sliding in from Downing. Veliz misses. Shot again from De La Cruz. As Veliz tries to trap that, and it just rolls out of bounds. Wichita still with a 3-1 lead in this match. 2 minutes, 26 seconds left in the first half. Shot blocked away by Luis Dantas. Dantas coming out with a little bit of skill. Goes through the first 2, tries to push it by Andrew De La Torre and doesn't get it by, but that's going to be a penalty on Luis Dantas for a bad tackle from behind against Tony De La Torre. Dantas headed to the sin bin with only nearly exactly, but 1 minute, 59 seconds left in this half. The Wichita Wings are going to finish the half on a penalty kill, but their penalty kill unit being Kevin Tenike, Colin Lauder, Junior Quezada, and Roger Downing. In goal is Aaron Parrott. For the Bandits, Diego Oliveras, Herrera, Martinez, Andrew De La Torre, and Tony De La Torre. Tony on the ball. Probing, trying to find a shot, dispossessed by Lauder. He puts that out in front of Junior Quezada. This is trouble. Herrera's not going to catch him. Quezada, short-handed, in behind. Tries to chip the keeper. Good save from Freddie Gomez. Now 2v2 the other way. Tony De La Torre and Mario Martinez. Martinez cuts back, shot, tries to go top shelf, misses. Tony cuts back across the face of Tenike. Flicks it across, and the Bandits need to calm down, would do well just to relax and get back into their power play unit. Herrera's done just that. Andrew to Tony. Andrew De La Torre. Herrera. Herrera shot, cross goal, blocked by Downing. Pushed on by Junior Quezada. He looks up, wants a sub. He's going to go ahead and hold and stay right now. 50 seconds. Referees asking for a timeout. Something behind the play here. Now, there's blood on the leg of Junior Quezada, and he's going to have to see the trainer. Referee stops the game due to blood, and they're going to have to get that fixed before they can move on. Futa Cabo coming into this match, rookie, Japanese rookie for the Wichita Wings. He's appeared in 6 matches this season, had a great weekend last weekend in a doubleheader in Colorado, 2 wins. This is Futa, 77. He's out in front, leading the point right now. Back inside, that's Downing. Futa out to pressure Tony De La Torre. Tony pushes it to the side. Tony looking to probe for his shot. Herrera and Oliveras swinging it, flicked across. Great ball across from Diego Oliveras. Downing comes in, wins that ball. He's going to push it by. He does. Another run out for Wichita. Lauder trying to run with him. Futa out by himself. He's held up the play long enough. He's going to hold up the play and keep the time. Well played from Futa just to try to kill this off, and a good bit of skill, but enough to where he didn't turn the ball over for another 10 or 15 seconds, and now down to only 8 seconds left in the period. Halftime approaches. Oliveira's shot Off target 2-1. Martinez can't get that off in time, blocked by Kevin Tenike, and Wichita sustains the pressure from the Bandits and actually misses 2 opportunities, a run out from Junior Quezada and Futa to try to get shorthanded goals. We've seen some great action in this game and shorthanded moments, but no goals nevertheless on any power play or penalty kill for that matter. We're going to go to halftime. We'll come back with you near the beginning of the second half. We appreciate you watching the MASL2 at the United Wireless Arena.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks, trade up to a better life.
'22 Mirage starting at $15,975.
Buy from family.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
We have nothing to hide.
Buy from family.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Outlander Sport, starting at $333 per month.
Buy from family.com.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
Outlanders in stock, starting at $398 per month.
Buy from family.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
Search the best deals.
Buy from family.com.
Upside down? We can help.
Buy from family.com.
the way they say come down on the floor. What's your novice?
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks, trade up to a better life.
'22 Mirage starting at $15,975.
Buy from family.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
We have nothing to hide.
Buy from family.com.
Welcome back to the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas. Major Arena Soccer League 2, second to last game of the year for the Major Arena Soccer League regular season. The last one will be tonight as the RGV Barracudas host the Chihuahua Savage in RGV, Rio Grande Valley, there in South Texas. First goal tonight goes to Junior Posada. Takes that strike that you watched there in the highlights across himself and puts that back. And then you have the overlap from Branson Felty to Colin Lauder. That just misplayed, but covered well by Freddie Gomez. Third goal, Wichita 1 point up. 3-0 was a ball into Juan Zamori, turned and shot, bounced back, and that one smashed by Luis Dantas. But with a couple seconds left in the half, the Kansas Bandits pull one back as Mario Martinez gets in behind and finesses one just to the inside on a run out, assisted by Greg Hernandez, and finds the near post, beat Guy Oliveira in a 1v1, caught Guy diving and just finesses that around Parrott. Claude the Bandits back into this match, and that brings us up to where we are now. Just here in 10 seconds, starting the second half, the third quarter of play. That's it, we're underway. Kevin Tenike, Jared Robbins, Luis Dantes. You see him pop in to the field in the Wichita. It looked like Wichita was starting with 4. They were still serving a power play to Dantes that he fouled with 1 minute and 59 seconds left, so there was just 1 second of work left to do, and that penalty kill for Wichita. Jared Robbins fouled by De La Torre. Andrew De La Torre comes jumping in. Robbins goes down fairly easily there. Shot by Tenike, blocked by Gomez. Little flick there forward from Diego Oliveira, trying to catch Aaron Parrott. Parrott saves it with the body and collects it. And it's spurred a counter for Wichita. That's Junior Quezada. Finds Juan Zamora, and Junior goes down behind the play. Lucio to his right foot, plays it off the wall. Missed by Zamora. Lauder plays second post again, missed again by Zamora. Hits the first one near post, hits the second one off the crossbar. Wide open game early in this third quarter, a lot of action. Marquez opted to shoot, had a 2v1 against Aaron Parrott. Mario Martinez would have probably liked for that one to be laid across, but it wasn't. Marquez just off the mark. The Bandits back in possession. Junior Quezada earns a corner kick there for Wichita. Cuts into that right foot, gets a shot, and the shot blocked away by by the Bandits. It's easy to call the Kansas Bandits Dodge because they're based out of Dodge City. It'd be a lot like calling the New Mexico Runners Rio Rancho, though, so we'll leave that one there. We have the Kansas Bandits and the Wichita Wings, one named representing a state, the other representing the city of Wichita, so bear with me. Ball played back to Parrott. That 4 seconds is going to start. He has to get over the line in order to be able to dump it deep into the corner without having a three-line pass rule against him. Lucio now. Defended tough. They good battle all day today so far from Tony De La Torre and David Lucio. Luis Dantas, defended by Andrew De La Torre, pushes him backwards, and Parrott's time has again started on the clock there, or on the ball, and that recycled all the way back by Kevin Tenike. Guy looks up, finds Dantas. Dantas likes the 1v1. Lucio making a run down the line. That ball just played a bit late. Dantas maybe should have went ahead and held on to that one. Counter presses, and he's got such energy that's just right for this indoor game. Outdoors, he's generally a wing back, an outside back, or a winger, and he just flies up and down the flank, and that's great for a midfielder in the indoor game. You see it from Junior Quezada as well. He's able to get up and down and really bring a youthful presence and pace to the Wichita Wings transition game. Lucio downing, second post to Junior. Junior misses the easy one. What a ball from Downing. Finds Quezada on the second post, and it's a sitter. We've now seen Juan Zamora miss 2 in a row, and Junior Quezada missed 1. Second posts are just point blank in front tap ins. Play probably needs to be stopped. Omar Estrada's up now, but behind the play looks like he rolled his ankle. Maybe he was saying that was his foot got hit. Tony Della Torre also asking for something behind the play. Lucio with an errant intentional clearance. The Bandits are going to have a restart at the top of the arc. See the distribution from Jorge Magana, the referee, as he springs the ball across the pitch there to the referee box with precision, maybe a former goalkeeper in Magana. That one off the boot of Herrera. Hits that one out of the park and into the stands, and Wichita unscathed after a poor decision to clear that ball straight out from David Lucio. Felty, good turn, defended by Della Torre, and now there's the speed of Dantas around the corner. Lays that back to Lauder. Lauder, Caba. He just misses Futa with a in-swinger from side to side, and then Dantes gets it back and bounces it back across to him. Now, two just playing a little bit longer passes, 1-2 combination. And Lauder wants that one back, but it comes off Lauder's boot and goes high. Not aerial, not going to be the strength of Luis Dantas' game, but nevertheless, he thinks about it, and the Bandits recover. That's Herrera, Tenike, Futa, Collin. Volley from Futa, saved by Gomez. Great strike and great save from Freddy Gomez. Good response to a decent bit of attractive play from Wichita. Gomez to deny that goal scoring opportunity from Futa. Still 3-1, 9 minutes, 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Still early here in the second half, and the speed of play has picked up immensely. Robbins looking to poke that through to Dantes. Good tackle from De La Cruz. Now Martinez looking for a shot. He has one. Shot across goal. Comes back just across another shot. Blocked by Lucio. Saved by Parrott. Saved by Parrott. Good sequence from the Bandits to riddle the goal with shots, but the Wichita Wings up to the task.
All in.
Wichita with wholesale changes. In comes Junior, in comes Futa. Futa seeing a lot more action here in the second half. Here he is on the ball. Turning upfield against Oliveras. Juan Zamora looking for an opportunity to put a ball as he's falling down, put a ball across the face of the goal off the wall. Herrera now. Good tackle from Guy Oliveira. Junior Quezada recovers, but the Bandits also in defensive transition get back quickly. Mid-block as they look to press a little bit higher. Now they go. The press is on for the Bandits. Have they won it? Felty, Aaron touch. Oh, good challenge from Felty, but Diego Oliveras comes in a bit late and kicks him right across the front of his ankle, and Felty's still feeling that. Herrera. Andrew De La Torre. Wichita definitely not looking to pick up any additional injuries in this match ahead of the playoffs, and you don't want to lose a guy like Branson Felty. a week before the postseason. Felty took a pretty good kick there from Oliveras, who intended to go for the ball, but Felty poked it away just ahead. Takes the brunt of that challenge from Oliveras. There's Veliz in behind Felty. Felty down the line, that's Junior. He's going to get to the ball. Over comes Greg Hernandez. Junior tries to hold on to the ball to let Hernandez fly by and stumbles. Well defended, a great recovery run from Greg Hernandez. Dantas to Lucio. Lucio, a little bit of trickery, goes over the top of Tony Delatorre. Beating Marquez in the 1v1. He's launched a 3v1 by himself. Lucio tries to put it across goal. Maybe picked the wrong one as Dantas was on the near side. Lucio opted for the assist to the second post, but well defended and marked was Jared Robbins. Sebastian Marquez, now Tony Delatorre. Great strike from Tony Delatorre. Dantas hangs in long enough to take the block. We're still 3-1, no goals, nothing to do, but a ton of action here in the second half. This third quarter, a lot of shots so far. We'll be right back in 60 seconds. We've reached the media timeout.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
And we're back. 5 minutes, 49 seconds left in the third quarter here in Dodge City, Kansas. Good up-tempo matches broke out, started slow and methodical, both teams feeling each other out. Nothing in store that could change the outcome for the season or playoffs, but the Kansas Bandits certainly want to win with or finish the season with a win, and the Wichita Wings want to carry momentum and doing things right into the postseason. And this game's picked up to a pace as if we're in a playoff type game. And guys carrying a little bit of slapping behind the play, a lot of counterattacks and intensity. There's a foul at the top of the box from Bhutan. No, goes uncalled. Says Marquez went down a little bit easy. But dispossessed is Juan Zamora from Andrew Delatorre, and he's got a head of steam going forward as they press. Zamora to the holding up just a little bit. And something not quite right with Zamora. He goes down. He got turned and something felt a little funny about him, and it almost looks like Zamora's holding his wrist or arm as if it's a collarbone. He stopped and stood in a position that would tell you we would potentially have a collarbone type issue, and as he holds the upper part of his arm as well. So we're going to hold here as he gets checked from the trainer. We'll go to a break and be right back here in 60 seconds.
DC3 has it all. From in-person classes to virtual, we've got you covered. Faster certification, fatter paychecks. Trade up to a better life.
'22 Mirage starting at $15,975.
Buy from family.com.
Well, we're back, and the trainers continue to work on Juan Zamora. Definitely a shoulder issue. As he went by, he went to the ground. He's in agonizing pain, and it really came out of just the twist of an arm, but it was after he had fell. Zamora appeared to experience what some could identify as a dislocated shoulder potentially. And the momentum in this game, as I said, the intensity has picked up. That goal from Mario Martinez, and what a finish it was. Just an indoor goal, indoor toe poke across goal. Wichita certainly not wanting to experience any injuries, but the tempo of this game needs to be at game speed. And a great finish, toe poke from Martinez. And the Bandits claw back into this game. 2-3 here with 4 minutes and 59 seconds remaining. And Martinez is going to take a foul behind the plate. He pushes Jared Robbins, release quickly, and the Wings get a goal. The referee doesn't let him play quick. Gives a warning against Greg Martinez for a foul behind the play. Robbins says, I'll pass on the warning and take the quick restart. The California kid, Jared Robbins, had stepped up, set the ball down, rightfully so. Played quickly. Wichita has the right to do so. That ball laid across from Tenite to the second post of Lucio, and not allowing the Wichita Wings to play through that foul quickly cost the Wings a goal. It's still 3-2. Wichita unhappy. Ball's out of bounds. It's going to be a restart against the wall. Herrera on the ball, and he finds Greg Hernandez. Hernandez will bring the ball up, defended by Matt Sherritt. Pressure applied from Matt, now Luis Dantas. Lucio. Estrada, De La Torre on the ball. De La Torre beats Matt Sherritt off the wall. It's a 3v2. Marquez with him. Off the boards to Marquez. Flicked straight out of bounds, and that's an intentional clearance from Roger Downing, who turned to flick that thing on and put it out of bounds. And you can see the training staff still working on Juan Zamora. Juan in pain, in Wichita in dire need not to get Juan Zamora back today, but for Juan Zamora not to be hurt. Already missing Kieran Laking, Taylor Henry, and Daniel Sack, as we mentioned before, of this game, recovering from injuries over the past weeks, and now to lose the target player in Juan Zamora would definitely not be ideal for Wichita, just 5 days ahead of the postseason. There's a late challenge from De La Torre as Lucio sticks his foot out in front. De La Torre certainly didn't have that in mind to foul, but Lucio just beats him to the ball a little bit. Yeah, these two teams certainly playing like they have more on the line than to finish the season. Shot from Oliveira is blocked by Downing. Shot by Herrera, saved by Parrott. And that'll get you. You should have, you don't, folks. The old adage in this game, you should have, you don't. They do. And the Wichita Wings certainly do. A ball in behind to Branson Felty from David Lucio. And Branson Felty, or Be Nice as the Wichita Wings fans call him, opts to go through the legs of Freddie Gomez. And we'll just leave it at that. Wichita takes the 2-goal advantage once again. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left in the period. Robbins pushing Hernandez, but Hernandez up to the challenge. What a great bit of skill from Greg Hernandez, and he's turned Jared Robbins, has him trailing, plays it across to Angel De La Cruz, and they reset. Bandits on the ball, swinging side to side. De La Cruz just a little bit impatient there and plays that across, but Wichita does him a favor, and another intentional clearance from the Wichita Wings will give a restart to the Bandits at the top of the box, and Bandits asking for a late substitution. Jorge Magana, referee, backs him up, ball across to Andrew De La Torre, shot blocked by Futa. Futa out and running. Can he get a ball off the wall? He does. It's going to be a 2v1. Futa lays it across to Max Shea. Max Shea into a challenge with Gomez. That ball just too far out in front. But Jared Robbins counter-pressing, wins it back, plays Futa. But Futa dispossessed up against the wall. Great challenge from Angel De La Cruz. De La Cruz, though, misses on that one. Colin Lauder goes by. Lauder, Robbins, back to Lauder. Olivares pokes it away. And Jorge Magana steps in and gets a touch that launches the Wings counterattack. But instead he calls the foul from behind the play. And it's Angel De La Cruz. Or is it Andrew De La Torre? We're going to wait here to see what's happening as Jorge Magana unhappy and potentially dissent. You got a 5-minute yellow card for dissent behind the play. I don't believe this is a shorthanded situation for the Bandits, although they only have 4 on right now. Bandits are down a man, but we can't tell if it's a power play situation. And they're sorting it out as Nick Guerrera talks to Isaias De La Torre. It does look like whatever transpired there is a shorthanded situation for the Bandits. Penalty against Angel De La Cruz. This is trouble. Downing out in front. He's got Lucio on the second post. Ball to Lucio. Shot. Goal. Wichita punishes him for the penalty behind the play to De La Cruz. Loses his marbles just a little bit. It had been coming for a few minutes as they had a talk. He had a talk as he went by the Wings bench and then with the referee. He walks by again, upset and frustrated. And now Nick Guerrera issues another warning as whatever De La Cruz said on the way by wasn't to the liking of Nick Guerrera. He says, last warning. Referee tries to deal with a frustrated player, but there's David Lucio thanking Roger Downing for a simple assist on the second post, and the Wings extend this lead to 3 goals once again. We have a stop in action. There's an issue on the Wings bench, and it's still Juan Zamora as they have to take him off the bench on a cart with the medical staff. We sure hope that everything's going to be fine for Zamora. As you see him off to the side of the play here, getting taken out of this facility with something that he's going to need further assistance with. We'll send our best wishes and prayers his way. Not something that Juan Zamora, knowing Juan on a personal level, and obviously through this game, great guy, fierce competitor. This isn't a life-threatening issue. He's not going to lose a limb here tonight, but we probably have a collarbone or a dislocated shoulder or something where this thing needed to be braced and they needed to relieve pressure, so it wasn't just hanging, I'm assuming. But Juan able to sit up and communicate, and obviously you saw him behind the play there, standing up on his own accord. But not a good sign for Wichita Wings fans or indoor soccer fans in general as more medical staff enters the facility. And Wichita's going to end this period, the third quarter, up by 3 goals. It was 3-1 at half. The Bandits pulled back to 3-2 and had a lot of momentum. A bad penalty behind the play to Angel De La Cruz turned this into a 5-2 game pretty quick, but really just turnovers and mistakes have cost the Bandits down the stretch. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we're going to take a 60-second break and be right back with you.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
We have nothing to hide.
Buy from family.com.
And we're back, ready to start the fourth quarter and final quarter of regular season MASL2 action and the inaugural season of the Kansas Bandits here at the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas, hosting the Wichita Wings, who also play the final game of the regular season before headed to Mesquite, Texas for the Major Arena Soccer League 2 postseason Friday afternoon in Mesquite. A shot there from Robbins, dealt with by Freddie Gomez. Near post, and really not a lot was going to happen from that angle aside from Robbins hoping that Gomez is going to throw that thing in the back of the net, but Freddie hadn't been beat all season from there. Lucio clips that one behind to Shea. Shea's out on a 1v1 against Freddie Gomez. Shea rolling, Gomez saves, first one. Shea still on the ball. The 2-minute penalty here is the delayed 2-minute penalty issued behind the play. Certainly going to be to a Bandits player because it allowed Wichita to transition and get out in the run. So it's a delayed 2-minute penalty issued by referee Nick Guerrera. They saw Max Shea finish his 1v1 opportunity. Usually this is one you fancy Max Shea tucking away. Slows this down just a bit much, but tries to roll, and really well defended there from Gomez, and Angel De La Cruz is reaction to get back in front of the goal and deny a simple goal for Max Shea was long enough for Freddie Gomez to jump back and get his hands on that. We've got another penalty behind the play. This one again to Diego Oliveras. Hard to see. It appears to be an unsportsmanlike conduct or something behind the play. And it was a delayed 2-minute penalty as the referee had the card up throughout the entire breakaway. And Wichita now up 5-on-4 with another power play. Collected from Gomez. He's going to let time elapse and see if he can find Tony Della Torre on a run out. Guy Oliveira plays goalkeeper. Aaron Parrott to Tenike, and Wichita reestablishes their power play, but against a very high block, and the Bandits are really spread out, defending only with 4. Wichita finds the second post on a ball from David Lucio to Robbins. They decide to recycle the ball and see if they can reset. Lucio in the corner. Oliveira. David Lucio. Not a bad idea there from Downing to duck that ball back to Robbins, but you also wonder if maybe you wouldn't prefer to see Downing just turn and have a go there. Put it back into the corner, and Wichita commits a foul. Foul against Jared Robbins. Downing looked for the second post and blocked away. Good defensive position from Gregory Hernandez. Kevin Tenike barking orders, and it doesn't matter who you are. We got Downing and Tenike, both players with the extreme veteran prowess and coaching experience, trying to organize the power play at the same time here. 12 minutes, 26 seconds, Wichita, and that penalty's expired. On comes Diego Oliveras. Bandits are back to full strength, and they've killed another power play. Really, Tony Della Torre very lucky to not get a 2-minute penalty called against him on this as he sticks his hand out and punches this forward. It's certainly a 2-minute penalty. They're coming off a power play. Any other time that may have been called as a 2-minute penalty, but the referee's kind of behind the play there and not seeing it. Looking at it from the angle that we just did, folks, there's certainly a blue card in that. Lucky for the Bandits, they've killed another penalty. Done really well with the exception of one power play tonight. They've been great. Andrew Della Torre, Herrera, Lauder, Oliveras battling down there. There's Cuba, but that's defended fiercely by Andrew Della Torre, and he gets a run out in behind to Chris Veliz. Chris Veliz off the boards. Della Torre wants that ball back, but a great run from Andrew Della Torre. Little flick on there from Kubo. And that's going to be a delay of game yellow card against Omar Estrada. So he gets frustrated after the foul. Commits a foul here behind the play. Then the second one was a delay penalty, which will not be a shorthanded penalty. It'll just be a descent delay a game penalty, which will put Omar Estrada in the box for a guaranteed 5 minutes. Felty and Greg Hernandez bump into each other. Foul goes against Felty, but they exchange pleasantries. Hernandez says, yeah, was a foul, but they help each other up and they move on. Good competition and good spirit so far this season, and what's sure to become a rivalry between these two teams. And as close as it was the first two times they played, it was closer than this, or as close as this, only the Bandits found the net a handful of times to have the score line a little bit closer, and easily could have went that way now. Lucio easily to the ground, speaking of easily. Too easy for the referee. The referee says nothing in it. Bandits get a shot. That shot from Chris Veliz, saved by Aaron Parrott. Veliz called for a foul against Max Shea. Players from the Bandits disagree just a bit. Can't blame them. There's been a lot of physical play, and that was certainly a foul, but not quite as egregious as some of the fouls that we've seen at this point. Marquez likes the 1v1, tries to go by Robbins. Robbins does well to hold up the play. Swung side to side to Oliveras. Back to De La Torre. He can shoot from here. Finds Marquez. Shot just wide from De La Torre. Well read by Guy Oliveira. Very patient, little bit of skill, but then gives a heel flick to Tony De La Torre. And Tony wants that one back because he's done better with that all season long. And that one, if on frame, usually isn't the question. It's usually in the back of the net. Unlucky. Bandits really needed to capitalize on a mistake there from Guilherme Oliveira. Shot just over from Herrera. Luis Dantes, a little bit extra embellishment on that contact from midfield. The referee says nothing in it. But Lucio now goes down. This foul against Lucio. Greg Hernandez, and the guys really need to be careful about what they're getting into here. Greg Hernandez comes in just a little bit hard, but he gets underneath David Lucio and gets the ball. Lucio actually falls on Hernandez in the ball. So yes, probably foul against Lucio, but nevertheless still dangerous for both players as they collide, falling into each other. And Luis Dantes. He's going to pick up a dissent penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct behind the play, yellow card as well. This one issued by Jorge Magana. So again, two players in the penalty box for dissent to the officials. Omar Estrada, that is, and Luis Dantas. One from Wichita, one from the Bandits. The Wings gain back possession there. Aaron Parrott just smacks that off the boards, and fortunately, the Bandits put it right back in the air and give him time to get back to his line where he's able to come out and collect, but definitely wanted it to touch the boards and not put it straight out of bounds for an intentional clearance, but needed that thing to be a little bit more direct than it was. And the veteran goalkeeping of Aaron Parrott, he's more than aware of that. This is the last official media timeout of the game. We're going to take a 60-second break and be right back with you.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard. so you can focus on problems that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Check the reviews. The people have spoken. Epic Heating and Cooling is the call to make. Make sure your home is safe and efficient with our $79.95 furnace tune-up special. Year-end savings on complete systems. Epic service, not epic prices. Epic Heating and Cooling.
We're back for the last 7 minutes and 43 seconds of action. Less, of course, overtime, which not sure either one of those teams, with the amount of penalties that have been handed out here and the aggressive play towards the end of the season, want to see any additional time added to this one. Both teams certainly still competing. We've seen multiple penalties, numerous bench warnings, numerous dissent warnings, referee dissent where 2 players are serving penalties now, and of course the injury to Juan Zamora that right now has Zamora dealing with medical staff for treatment, headed to a local nearby hospital to receive what he needs. Junior Quezada flicks that over, tries to find Colin Lauder. Poked away by Downing. Reset. Both teams full strength, even though there's players serving 5-minute penalties. Those are yellow card penalties. They're not shorthanded penalties. Tony Della Torre. Good pressure from Matt Sherrod. No foul in that at all. Oh, the referee from behind the plate says no, there was. Try to play advantage. So maybe so. And Tony did look like he was loading up here to have a shot. So we watch the replay. No, it looks like Tony kicks the back of Matt Sherrod's leg. I was correct. And Bandits earn that restart. Bandits really could use a quicker goal here, something in the next couple minutes to keep them in this match. If they can get this thing back within 2 by 5-minute mark, certainly an opportunity to equalize in this match. Tony clacks legs with Matt Sherrod. Futa, Junior overlapping to the left, keeps it himself, now plays Junior. Junior, back to Futa. Futa, Matt, touch, goal, Wichita. What a great goal. Great build-up play from the wings. One veteran and Matt Sherrod, 2 rookies flying forward, creating overloads and find a second post tap in. Matty with the goal for Wichita, and they call him Mr. Hustle, the Wings fans. He comes in, puts in good work rate. Probably shouldn't have got called for that foul, but look at this bit of play from Futa to Junior. Futa finding the second post, and Freddie almost comes away with the save, but Matt doesn't turn that thing into a career and take too long. He goes ahead and pokes it in the back of the net. Matt Sherrod's on the board for Wichita. Some Wings fans here in attendance appreciating the efforts of Matt Sherrod since he came into the match over his last shift. Assist to Futakaba. Six minutes, 40 seconds left in this match. You see Isaias De La Torre talking to many players that he brought into this match, some of the guys that have played quite a few games over the year, a handful of those regulars, a lot of the other players already headed home, others goalkeeper Chris Favela signed with the Kansas City Comets and was moved forward. And a few of these players from the youth movement for the Bandits in order to get some guys experience. So we have a couple guys that are graduating in their senior year of high school, a few college-age players mixed with some of these veterans that have played a lot of minutes. Veterans trying to bring some of these guys along to go ahead and extend that player pool into the 30, 40 player range in Southwest Kansas to continue to grow the game of indoor soccer. And we look forward to see how that project works out here with the Bandits staff, with the Bandits players moving into next year as that movement has already begun, looking forward to the 2023-2024 season. Oliveras on the ball, off the boards, great ball in from Diego Oliveras. Nobody home, but what a ball laid right across the face of the goal of Wichita. 6-2 Wichita Wings, 6 minutes left in the game now. Driven ball in behind from Kevin Tenite, puts that in right on the foot of Jared Robbins off the wall. Robbins screening really well to pick that up, shielding. And he plays it across from Tenite to Lucio. Lucio finds the 1v1, he's gonna draw a foul. That foul against Brandon Castillo, one of those young players that we mentioned is getting some of his first minutes for the Bandits. And that banger of a goal from Guy Oliveira scores quickly as we're trying to show you a replay. Wichita takes a quick restart. And Guy, quite the finish for Wichita. Here's this quick goal into Robbins, laid back to Guy, and Guy just runs off the target. Jared Robbins with another assist and point on the season, and Guy Oliveira ever dangerous on his left foot. Speaking of dangerous, Diego Oliveras running at players. One of the most dangerous players in the league, just out in open field running 1v1. He's been extremely exciting to watch over the course of his rookie campaign here with the Bandits. Now you see into this match, Taylor Parrott, brother of Aaron Parrott. Taylor more than capable for the Wings. As I say that, blocked away by Greg Hernandez and just not up to the tempo of the game yet, but Taylor, both these goalkeepers could easily be starters. Taylor, quite the warrior, is the brother, so he not quite of an argument going on over who's getting goalkeeping minutes. Both goalkeepers supporting each other. Taylor with quite a towering presence in the net. Big physical goalkeeper. That goal, Mario Martinez, looks like he may have sprained his ankle coming out, getting tangled up with the Wings player, and he came down a little bit soft and rolled his ankle, I think. So we're gonna take an extra second to get him off the pitch. But Martinez working hard against Max Shea, then a layoff from Marquez. Marquez plays it to Martinez, and then an own goal from Wichita, but that's gonna be credited to a goal from Mario Martinez, who unfortunately, after he turned to run away from that, went over the top of a Wings player, kind of tried to step over a player that wasn't looking, and came down and rolled his ankle after the goal. 7-3 Wichita. Max Shea. Shea scissoring, cutting into his right foot, looking to put a ball across the front of the goal, but that's dispossessed, cleared out of the way, and now we're on a run out with Veliz. Brandon Castillo overlapping on the other side. Sebastian Marquez gives that away. A couple recent Dodge City high school players that have finished their high school careers, but are just 18-year-old players. They look to grow experience. Ball across from Guy. Matt, goal. That's Mr. Hustle with number 2 of the night. And what a ball back in from Max Shea to Guy Oliveira. Max Shea with the hockey assist. Guy Oliveira throws that one across goal. And again, Matt Sherrod, Johnny on the spot. He finishes that one nice and easy on the second post. Wichita looking pretty sharp, even with a lot of these guys, these rookies and just some of the veterans that maybe wouldn't see as much action if you had the Juan Zamora and Taylor Henry and Kieran Lake and Daniel Sack, but showing exactly why the depth of Wichita is probably its most valuable asset and why they're a force to be reckoned with in the postseason. Assist, Guy Oliveira. Goal, Matt Sherrod. Andrew De La Torre and Junior Quezada getting into it a little bit behind the play. Not sure what necessarily happened there. Junior holding his head. Andrew says there's nothing in it, and they agree to disagree, and we move on. But not the kind of interaction we want with 2 minutes and 27 seconds left in this match. Shot from De La Cruz, saved away by Parrott, but an intentional clearance from Parrott. He puts that straight out of bounds. That's Taylor Parrott. We have a stoppage in play. A 2-minute penalty has been issued to Angel De La Cruz. Once again, we need to make sure. I know De La Cruz is already on 2 penalties, but the foul count continuing to go up for whatever reason. De La Cruz upset there. Wichita will look to finish this game on a power play. 1 minute, 45 seconds left in the match. Lucio down low, cuts back to his left foot. Passes on the shot to try to keep the ball, lays it back to Oliveira. Oliveira with an errant touch and then has to recycle that ball to Taylor Parrott. Bandits out chasing. Guy's gonna switch it. Finds Lucio. Lucio now looking for Shea on the backside. Finds Max Shea. Shea back to Lucio. Robbins, Lucio. What a save from Freddie Gomez. But Gomez took that one right in the chops. It's going to take a second. Here with the minute and 11 seconds left, we're going to have a stoppage to check on Gomez. Great save. Great bit of play from Wichita. Very technical. Gomez comes over. Just needs a second to probably get his breath back about him, and he's told the referees, hold the trainer, give me a second. What a save from Freddie Gomez. Wichita still on the power play, looking to find the second post. And there they did. Cutting in, a great ball in from David Lucio to Max Shea. Lucio making sure everybody, whoever he was arguing with, was aware. They've been chirping back and forth, and he says, hey, where were you on the second post? Looks like Diego Olivares and David Lucio with some friendly banter. Lucio with yet another point in this game. Lucio, who's been on fire lately, continues to add to his season total. Goal to Max Shea, assist David Lucio. Ten seconds left, Wichita probing. Matt flicks that one on, and looks like the Bandits will just hold this ball here. Maybe Wichita will. Futa still looking at the time, 1 second, he holds it off. And the Wichita fans, who make up the majority of the fans in attendance tonight, clapping and enjoying and appreciating the Wichita Wings effort. A lot of rookies playing here on both sides this evening. We'll head out of here briefly, but wrapping up this game has to be the story of a new rivalry that's been born in the state of Kansas in the Major Arena Soccer League, introducing a new sport. You see the attendances grow game to game, of course, with Wings fans making up a lot of the attendance in this match, but prior to this one, early March, late February, the Bandits getting some pretty good crowds. In fact, crowds that top a lot of the MASL2 crowds. The one against the Bandits was a fantastic experience for the Bandits players, they said, even. And the Bombers players, the one against the Amarillo Bombers a few weeks back. Just signs that the game will continue to grow, that a rivalry between Wichita and the Kansas Bandits could be the leading force behind that. That's exciting times, and the growth of indoor soccer is well and alive here in Kansas and in Dodge City, Kansas. So on behalf of the Dodge City broadcast, the Kansas Bandits, this southwest Kansas area of Garden City, Liberal, and other communities, I want to thank you for tuning in and coming out and watching the Bandits and supporting the Bandits this year. We're really looking forward to another opportunity to grow this game together in the future next year. And this organization, as you watch these highlights, has prided itself on developing local talent, developing young players, giving them an opportunity to play. And then, of course, we'd like to thank our broadcast crew for the amazing job they've done with camera work and setup all year long. And Central Beverage and other supporters, Coke Industries, Capelli being such a main sponsor for this team, Will Fisher Beverages, and all of the other sponsors that have helped put the Bandits in a position to launch this franchise and look forward to growing into year 2. On behalf of all of those companies and players and everybody involved, we say thank you. As for the Wichita Wings, good luck to the Wichita Wings, Amarillo Bombers, Chihuahua Savage, and Iowa Raptors next week as they represent the entire league in the MASL2 national playoff round in Mesquite, Texas. And we'll be tuning in to watch that. And on behalf of the Major Soccer League 2, we're going to sign out for the remainder of the regular season. We'll see you next season at the United Wireless Arena in Dodge City, Kansas.